Pew, 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 pew. Okay, so this is something to think about because it's real. It is real. You know, again, a lot of people come to North America to escape persecution and because of religion and because of sexual orientation. And so many of them come to Canada because of our attitudes, or at least the governmental attitudes towards it. So, strange bedfellows being strange to each other. What's the principle? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. And when you think about things in strategic and political terms, queer Muslims, okay, and or say queer Indians, queer Hindus, Sikhs, whatever. It don't matter to me. How they end up here and for what reason? Because again, the views and the practices in other countries is rather harsh judgments in comparison to what we call a civilized society, especially then also the attitudes towards women. And so again, you have this coalition of what's it? I don't know what to call it. But again, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Hi, Zoe. Hello. So I can see or I can postulate, a scenario in which people that still want to maintain their faith, but also want to be, identify as queer or gay or whatever else, going to even further lengths to tear down the Christian base and majority of North America, again for historical, cultural, and religious revenge. So what I could postulate, I could see this happening as a scenario, and not out of paranoia, thank you very much, is these groups are, and their allies, have been, as I implied yesterday with the gun bust and the drug bust, trying to create this idol, this perfect living symbol and statue, so as to worship and then bring about a self-fulfilling prophecy. Religious people can be extremely stupid, and because it can be anything objective can be explained away by the subjective and the spiritual. And so this is why I have concerns, especially with the how much money is made off the backs of the transition process, and hormone treatments, and then also the raising of status, social status of these groups together, right? Because they're stronger together. Hence why they preach about this diversity and inclusion, which is collective assembly, right, of people that otherwise would not be in the same, lumped within the same category. So again, it has become extremism and demoralization and a huge distraction from what's actually going on in the background, which is the finance wars, which are a fallout of 2008. The Evergrande scandal and Evergreen, whatever it is, in China, because of who holds the reins on the banking system, and the change of an appearance and preeminence of cryptocurrencies, which upsets the balance of the fiat currency to holdings, equity. And so again, it comes down to a righteous and moral superiority, right? This ego, right? Ego goes when egos, I said this before in one of the videos, when egos prevail, systems fail. And when you have a bunch of people who are desperate and quite frankly, they're all hopped up on drugs and they don't have very good impulse control because they're influenced by these addictive substances, if not placated and put to sleep by narcotics. Excuse me. And again, the attraction is the impulse, right? When these people come here and they come from rather restrictive and regimented societies under the umbrella of a belief system, a theocracy, right? Say like Iran, or because Iran used to be a democracy, if I remember correctly. And then then the Ayatollah came in the Salman Rushdie, the Satanic Verses, and stuff like that. Again, this has to do with people who are like double or triple agents, right? They work for, or they work in action for 3 or 4 different cultures or people in order to achieve an end goal, which would be, of course, the establishment of a clear-cut dominance hierarchy with which, because the model is, of course, the proletariat and the bourgeoisie. Because these people don't see anything further than their own nose, quite frankly, and that's my opinion. Yeah, strange bedfellows. That's where we're gonna leave this one at. We're gonna call it queer terrorism or something like that. It's weird. It really is. But truth is stranger than fiction. Anyways, thanks.